We're going to talk about the future of work with Web3, with software engineers, programmers, and designers. They've all been in high demand. You know, these are desirable careers. But now, with the rise of blockchain and cryptocurrency with Web3, developers are very high on the list. Piers Ridyard, CEO of Radix, knows quite a lot about this. He joins us today to talk about, well, blockchain and about the future of Web3. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
First off, let's understand a little bit about what Radix does and how it fits in with Web3. By the way, you taught me it's not Web 3.0, it's Web 3. It's a decentralized finance protocol. What does that mean?
Yeah, sure. So like everyone's heard of like non-fungible tokens and like all of these like crazy bits of art that people are collecting online, or the metaverse, and where you can like own bits of digital real estate, or like some people have heard of like decentralized finance as well. What Radix is the underpinning technology that makes all of those things possible. So we design the programming languages that makes it easy to build these worlds or these applications or these assets, and we also build the infrastructure that allows you to have these public decentralized ledgers that go across the entire world and allow you to have this safe place to keep assets.
Wow, it's really incredible. We're talking about the third generation of internet. It's like, I feel like, Piers, we're talking about, the future. And this is the space that you work in and live in. This is fascinating. A lot of new startups, also some really established companies, have some investment, some major investment going on in Web3. Tell us a little bit about those and, what's driving this momentum.
Yeah, I mean, like some of the big ones have been, Nike and Adidas. And what they've done is they've released, like Nike, for example, released a bunch of collectible sneakers, but as digital objects that you could collect. And the reason that they got into the space is they realize how powerful this can be for communities. You could build communities around your brand. And like Nike's a great example of having an incredible community cachet. There are these sneakerheads out there who love like collecting the real sneakers. And when they came along and was like, hey, let's do some digital sneakers, people were like, yeah, cool. That sounds awesome. It gives an ability for people to feel like they have an ownership of a brand and be part of a community. And so that whole paradigm shift is all part of what Web3 is. It's that ability to have true digital ownership. You can transfer from one person to another anywhere in the world. So instead of like just being able to vibe with your sneakerheads who are local in your city, you can now buy and sell digital sneakers internationally. But the thing is that it's really hard to build this technology right now. And so what Radix is all about is making it radically easier to build these kind of things. So you don't have to be the size of someone like Nike to be able to bring out a new set of digital assets, or to be able to build a more complicated application in the Web3 space.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're kind of empowering those startups and those smaller groups because you're reorganizing all the way that all this information is shared online. It's super fascinating. Hey, part of you getting the word out there, and you're a great communicator, by the way. I think you're a lot of fun to talk to. But part of how you're getting the word out there is by forming these partnerships. You've partnered up with a guy named Red Foo, who I adore because I love
Party
LMFAO.
rock!
Mr. Party Rock himself. Oh my God. Oh, that video on Venice Beach like still cracks me up. But tell us a little bit about your partnership with him, and about some of the events that you've held with him.
Yeah, so Red Foo, obviously, multi-platinum award-winning artist from LMFAO, did the Party Rock Anthem, did Shots, did like I'm Sexy and I Know It, which is the one you're talking about. And I met him at South by Southwest, and I was just like, this guy is super cool. And like the thing is he came across our booth and he was like, man, that looks like JavaScript. And I was like, wait a second, this guy actually understands what coding is. And we got talking and like talking about building in Web3 and learning to code and building applications. And eventually I was just like, hey man, like why don't we just do a hackathon? And he was like, yeah, let's do a hackathon at my house. And so we did a hackathon where we brought a bunch of the Radix community out there in his beautiful house in Malibu, California, where we built a bunch of like really cool Web3 stuff in like a week. So we created an entirely decentralized chess engine where the end of the chess game is an NFT that you can then auction off. And we then played a member of the community after having built it in the week, like live with Red Foo playing them, which he kicked their ass, by the way. And
I tell you
that
what,
was awesome.
to be a fly on the wall during that week when you did that. That's like, it's crazy stuff, my friend. We know that, Web3 it's really going to change the user experience. And you've talked about it kind of helping to grow communities. I'm so sorry, but we've just about run out of time. Before we go, what do you project for the future of the job market when it comes, you mentioned
Yeah,
programmers,
great
but folks who
question.
can work in Web3?
Great question. Like, it's going to explode. Like, guys, this is the next big thing because, like,
Hmm.
if you think about what happened with the internet, and that was just information, and now we have the information and finance and ownership all together, like, so, like 10x what the internet was. And so the job market
Hmm.
is so hot. There's so many people who are trying to build in this space because there's so much green space, but the infrastructure just isn't good enough. And so that's what Radix has done. We've created this incredibly easy way for new developers to come into the space because there's like 25 million
Awesome.
developers and only 18,500
Yes.
Web3 developers. So that's what it's all about. Bring those in and the job
Wow.
market will explode.
I tell you what, speaking of exploding, I think people's minds are exploding, especially if they want to work in this space. That website, radixdlt.com.